Hey everyone, it's Jacob here back in another video. For today's video, I thought I would talk about some childhood shows that I think are underrated, that like not as many people know about, or like kind of less popular. So I have some DVDs of these childhood shows I think are underrated that I'm gonna show. And yeah, I kind of just wanted to inform more people about these shows that are kind of from my childhood that I feel like might be a little bit less popular than some of the other shows from back in the day. So yeah, because I don't really have anything else to say before we get started. So yeah, get started. So this first childhood show that I think is kind of underrated that not as many people know about is Team Umizoomi. So Team Umizoomi is from like the 2010s, I think. Yeah, it says like 2010, 2011. At least that's when this DVD came out. This is the only DVD I have of Team Umizoomi, at least I'm pretty sure. But I think it's Team Umizoomi Journey to Numberland. But for those who don't know who Team Umizoomi is, it's basically about these three people, these three kids. Well, there's two kids. There's Millie, and then Geo, and then a robot named Bot. And they basically like solve missions around their city or town or whatever by like using like numbers and math and stuff. That's what the show's all about, like math and numbers and stuff. And fun fact, the voice of Bot, the robot, is actually Donovan Patton. And if you don't know, Donovan Patton was also Joe in Blue's Clues. So yeah, Donovan Patton was actually in two like kid shows on Nickelodeon / Nick Jr., Blue's Clues, and Team Umizoomi. So yeah, but yeah, I think so back we have the King of Numbers double length episode special. It's like the main like episode DVD, and then two other episodes, Picnic and the Dinosaur Museum Mishap. Then special features on HBO special features, Umizoomi Call to Action. Don't tell you know what that is. Yeah, there's the inside of the disc right there. See, I'm pretty sure it's the only Team Umizoomi DVD I have. But yeah, yeah, I feel like Team Umizoomi is one that not as many people know about as some other shows. Like not as much as some other shows. But yeah, I was never like a huge fan of Team Umizoomi when I was younger. It was a fun show, it was a cute show, but nothing much more than that to me. But yeah, I think Team Umizoomi is definitely underrated, and yeah. So yeah, that was Team Umizoomi. Next up, I think this next show is a bit more that's what I was gonna say. I think this show is a bit more popular than Team Umizoomi, but still, I don't think it's like as popular as a lot of other like childhood shows and stuff. But this is the Fresh Beat Band. So for those who don't know, the Fresh Beat Band was a show about a band named the Fresh Beat Band. Kind of obvious. But the band was comprised of these four members. You have Kiki, Marina, Shout, and everyone's favorite, I think, Twist. So yeah, the Fresh Beat Band had some like fun songs and stuff. I remember enjoying the Fresh Beat Band when I was younger. It's never like my favorite show when I was younger or anything. But yeah, there's 3 seasons in total. This is the season 1 DVD, as you can see, the complete first season of the Fresh Beat Band. So yeah. And all 3 seasons have been released on DVD and individual season sets as part of like Amazon's Burn Demand program. The Fresh Beat Band season DVDs are Amazon Burn Demand DVDs. So yeah, the first season DVD is the only DVD I have. By the way, if you like noise in the background, my mom's watching TV downstairs. But anyways, yeah, I only have the first season on DVD. The second season is pretty easy to find. It's only like a few dollars on Amazon. The same as like first season DVD, but on the third season DVD, isn't even like really listed on Amazon. It says like not available, and you look at the Fresh Beat Band season 3 DVD. So I guess the season 3 DVD is a bit more rare than the DVDs of the first 2 seasons for some reason. But to be honest, I'm not really that upset about that, because the third season was a bit of a step down from the first 2 seasons, in my opinion, mainly because they replaced the actor for Marina. Because the original actor for Marina that was in the first 2 seasons, she decided to leave the show because she wanted to move on to other things. And so yeah, they replaced the actor from Marina for season 3, because the original actor from Marina didn't want to be on the show anymore. She wanted to move on to different things. But yeah, anyways, it's 4 to 5 episodes per disc for a total of 20 episodes. It actually has special features, you can see on the bottom here, which usually there's no special features on Amazon Burn Demand DVDs. But I think on all the Freshly Band season DVDs, there's just a few music videos as special features. So for example, on season 1 DVD, I have music videos for the Freshly Band songs Local Lakes, Freeze Dance, Glow Fort, and Hocus Pocus. So, yeah. Breaking inside the disc, there's disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, and disc 4 as well. So, yeah. When I was younger, I remember thinking that both Kiki and Marina were both really pretty and cute and stuff. So yeah, the actor in season 3 that replaced the original actor, I didn't think she was as pretty as the original actor, but yeah, that's just my opinion. But yeah, and also one more thing I want to say about the Fresh Pea Pan. I remember quite liking the song that was at the end of every episode. The whole, like, we had a great day, it was a super way. Yeah, if you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. The song that's at the end of every episode. That's a pretty iconic song. But yeah. And also, one other thing I almost forgot to say, I feel like the Fresh Pea Band kind of feel like an American version of the Wiggles, kind of. But, like, a little bit different. But yeah, anyways. But yeah, I remember enjoying the Fresh Pea Band when I was younger. It's another one that I feel like is kind of underrated. But yeah, anyways. Next up, so those first two shows, Team Museum and the Fresh Band, are both like Nick Jr. shows, but this next one, we're going over to Disney. This next one's a Playhouse Disney show. This one is definitely underrated in my opinion. This show is like a hidden gem in my opinion. I feel like not many people know about this show, but so this next show I want to talk about is Johnny and the Sprites. Johnny and the Sprites. That's like in the theme song of the show. So yeah. But Johnny and the Sprites was about this guy named Johnny who like moves into a new house, like in the woods, and he meets these magical creatures called the Sprites, and he's like the only one that can see these creatures. Obviously, they're like actually puppets, but in the show, they're like creatures. But yeah, I remember quite liking Johnny and the Sprites when I was younger. I thought it was a pretty fun show, and yeah, the main guy Johnny is a pretty charming guy. His actor's name is Johnny as well. It's one of those cases where the actors and characters' names are the same. But yeah, this is the only DVD that they ever made of Johnny and the Sprites. This DVD is called Johnny and the Sprites Meet the Sprites. So yeah, so it has like 5 episodes on it. As you can see on the episode list here, it does technically it's a sixth episode, but the 6th episode just says heads up music video. So for some reason they listed a music video as one of the episodes. So that's going to DVD for some reason. But yeah, then we have bonus features, music time, sing along, Johnny and the Sprites, and then original shorts. So Johnny and the Sprites was originally released as like a series of shorts, but then they made it into like an actual like full-length show. So this DVD actually comes with all of the little shorts that were released before they made the full show, which is pretty cool. So yeah, here's the inside with the disc right there, and then like a Disney Movie Rewards insert, and then another insert under that with like episode / and bonus features and stuff. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, Johnny and the Sprites is very underrated in my opinion. I feel like not many people know about this show. And yeah, I thought it was a good show when I was younger. And yeah, that's that. That was Johnny and the Sprites, another underrated one in my opinion. This next show is actually a PBS Kids show. A show aired on PBS Kids. So this next show I have to show is Sid the Science Kid. This was another pretty underrated one. I mean, I feel like quite a bit of people watch the show, but at the same time, I feel like it wasn't as popular as like a bunch of other PBS Kids shows. Yeah, I remember quite enjoying Sid the Science Kid when I was younger. So yeah, Sid the Science Kid is about this kid named Sid who really likes science. You can kind of infer that from the name of the show, Sid the Science Kid. And he basically like solves, like he basically tries to find answers to scientific questions that he has in each episode of the show. And yeah. This is kind of like a box set. It's like a 2-disc set. It comes with 10 episodes of the show, 5 episodes on each disc. So yeah. As inside with the discs. The discs are like partially signed, which is a tiny bit annoying, but not a huge deal. They're fully signed, it'd be a bit worse, but yeah, there's disc on the top there, and then disc 2 on the bottom, as you can see. So yeah. Yeah, I remember quite enjoying Sid the Science Kid when I was younger. So yeah, that's that. And I actually have one other Sid the Science Kid DVD to show. This is just one other Sid the Science Kid DVD that I have. Other Kid Sid. There's like a three stick on the front here because I got this one from a garage sale for $3. So yeah. There's some sort of weird like not for individual sale sticker on the back. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. But yeah, this has 4 episodes on it, as you can see. So yeah. Just inside the disc, no message or anything. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, that's The Science Kid. Another show that I quite enjoyed when I was younger that I feel like it's kind of underrated. So yeah. I have one more childhood show that I want to talk about. And this one also aired on PBS Kids, if I remember correctly. But this next show is Dino Dan. So Dino Dan was a show about a kid named Dan who was like obsessed with dinosaurs, and he can like see dinosaurs. He has like a dino field guide, like book kind of thing. And so yeah, I remember enjoying Dino Dan when I was younger. It's not my favorite show, but yeah. This DVD is technically a DVD of Dino Dan Trek's Adventures, which is like a follow-up show after the original Dino Dan show. Trek was Dan's little brother in the show. There's actually been a few of like shows in like the Dino Dan universe, I guess you would say, because there's Dino Dan, then Dino Dan Trek's Adventures with Dan's little brother Trek. Then after that, there was a show called Dino Dana about a girl named Dana, who like Dan and Trek kind of like passed down the Dino field guide to. And then most recently, after Dino Dana, there is another like newer show called Dino Dex, which Dex was Dana's little brother, I think, and so Dana kind of passed down the Dino stuff to him. And yeah, so there's been a few of like shows in like the Dino Dan universe. As you would say, the original Dino Dan show is actually the best. And then I remember watching a little bit of the Trek's Adventure show when I was younger, but I definitely didn't enjoy it as much as the original Dino Dan show. And then Dino Dana was like pretty much like past my time. I was like grown up when Dino Dana came out. And then Dino Dex just came out like not too long ago. So yeah, I've watched like maybe a couple episodes of Dino Dan. Definitely enjoyed it as much as original Dino Dan Trek's Adventures, and I haven't watched Dino Dex, so I don't know what that show's like. But yeah, anyways, so there's 8 episodes in total. As you can see, it says stories include. But yeah, I did notice on the front it says 3 bonus episodes. I haven't paused this TV in a while, so I don't remember if the 3 bonus episodes are like episodes from like the original Dino Dan show or something like that. But yeah. Yeah, anyways, it's like a little booklet insert here. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Science Kid the movie DVD. I actually have that DVD as well, but I forgot that I had a DVD, but it's not a big deal. I didn't show that in this video. But yeah, anyways, I saw this is Science Kid movie DVD on the little booklet, the front of the booklet insert thing there. But yeah, anyways, these inside the disc, and I advertise some other DVDs right here. I advertise some other Dino Dan DVDs. It'll probably be cool to have those, and some Science Kid DVDs and some other kid shows. I advertise one Wiggles DVD right there, the Wiggles Apples and Bananas. That's a newer Wiggles DVD, obviously, from that era, if you will. But yeah, anyway, that's that. And yeah, I guess that's it. So that was just some shows from my childhood, some childhood shows I feel like are a bit underrated that not as many people know about. I think I've probably like focused the most on. I feel like I probably spent the most time talking about the Fresh Beat Band, because I guess I just had quite a bit to say about the Fresh Beat Band. The Fresh Beat Band might be like my favorite childhood show out of all these shows, maybe. But yeah, anyways, I guess that's all I had to say. That's pretty much it for this video. Maybe let me know down in the comments below if you watched any of these shows when you were younger, or if you've even heard of any of these shows. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I don't have anything to words I was going to say, but yeah, that's basically it for this video. I don't have anything else to say. Of course, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And of course, ring the bell so you can notified when I post any new videos. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say, so of course I'll enjoy this video, and of course see you next time. Peace.